Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Arthur Blank lies about Lamar Jackson again. Jesus God. Yo, listen, this is why, this man really has so much money that he thinks people that don't have as much is just slow. He forgets that we have Google. Do you know what the Google that I speak of? You know, the search engine where you can look up random facts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play what he said about Lamar Jackson. And of course, if you don't know who Arthur Blank is, he is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons. And then we're going to see how we break this down. So without further ado, I'm going to play the sound clip and then we're going to break it down. Hear this.
Lamar Jackson. Was it a mistake to not pursue him? You're asking me. I'll give him. Yeah. I don't. I don't think so. I think that. It's easy to say yes. Given his year, he's obviously an incredible player. We did not have the cap space. I think the coaching staff felt, coaching personnel, all of us felt collectively, but certainly Coach and Terry, that we felt we had an answer in Ritter, a younger player without that kind of contract that would have kept us from actually building the team we wanted to build. What's happened to us too often in the past, Josh, and you've seen this, and many people in this room can remember players that we've drafted well, brought them along, got to year 4, year 5, we had to let them go because we didn't have the cap space. It's not a question of cash; didn't have the cap space, so we had to let players go. That's not a good formula. We want to be able to raise our own children and keep our own children as best we can.
Children.
So I think the result of that thinking was that let's stay the course. Let's continue to pursue the vision that we have now. Continue to build a roster, build this foundation offensively and defensively, and go from there. It's not a criticism of Lamar. You can debate whether or not he would have really been available or not. Who knows whether they would have matched whatever offers are on the table. I don't know that. I'm not sure. But
bruh. Oh! Jesus. Yo, I'm so tired of lies, right? This man is so rich that he thinks non-rich billionaires or something like that are idiots. Idiots. Look. Let me just say this for the first part. Y'all gonna be like, what is he lying about? Because we have people that really drink the Kool-Aid. Like, they just believe anything somebody who's a billionaire tells them. So, let's break this down. The top 5 teams with the most cap space in the league, starting from 5 to 1 for the last upcoming season, okay? Number 5, Houston Texans. Number 4, the Bengals. Number 3, the Giants. Number 2, the Atlanta Falcons. Number 1, the Bears. The Falcons were second with $56,414,855. Double not for your lying tongue. Listen, you know what's crazy? This is why, if I was the coaches, like, I forgot the name of the coach that just got fired from the Atlanta Falcons. But if I'm him, this is where you need to clear your name. You know where I'm coming from? And I'm being real. This goes for Ron Rivera too, for the Commanders. If you were part of one of those squads and you wanted Lamar, but ownership told you no and they just fired you, hey, boy, you better start singing. And when I mean ooh 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 ooh. They got me singing like, ooh. Yo, y'all better start telling the truth. Bruh, you didn't have cap space for Lamar Jackson. Listen, you having to face the truth and then to sit there and act like y'all didn't have the cap space when you don't even, oh my God. You ever watch the kid lie? like a child, or not even a child, but somebody that you know lie, but they forget about the original lie that they're using for this lie to cover up the original lie? So this is actually the second lie to cover up the first lie, but they forgot about the first lie, but you never forgot about the first lie? That's what this is! Bro! Yo! And this is why I said what I've said so many times. The Ravens, look, I'm happy the Ravens retained Lamar, and I'm happy Lamar wanted to be retained by the Ravens. Could you imagine this team without him? Like, could you imagine as a Raven fan how sick you would be if this man joined another team, and as pissed off as he might have been, because like I said, he wanted to remain a Raven. But if they weren't going to give him what he wanted, he's like, all right, whatever, I'll go to a different team. You know what I mean? Could you imagine how pissed off he would be? Could you imagine if he made it to the Super Bowl for another team, won the MVP with another team, broke records with another team? Could you imagine that? So thank God it didn't happen. But these owners, bro, like, we already know y'all were colluding. This proves it even further. And I don't want to hear anybody go, oh, he's old. He don't remember anything. You're going to tell a billionaire he don't remember anything? They remember all those numbers and zeros on that check. They remember all of that. Remember all of that. Don't let that old age fool you. That's a ploy. They know what they saw and they know what they're talking about. That's him trying to use his old age to say, oh, poor you. Even though you just forgot. It was an accident. An accident? Let me tell you this right now. The coach, who has been absolutely abysmal, just got thrown under the vehicle again. Got thrown under the bus. Think about it. We've said that the Atlanta Falcons have a plethora of young, upcoming talent. And he hasn't found the ability to get Drake London involved, Kyle Pitts involved, and Bijan Robinson involved. And now, after all of how the media has been trampling on you, imagine you, the coach, and we're trampling on your name, right? Making fun of you, laughing at you. The coach says one of the biggest reasons why they didn't have Lamar was because coach and you guys came to the conclusion that, hey, we got Ritter. We got everything we need in our future. Yo, imagine being an Atlanta Falcons fan and hearing that.
Finish him, Daddy.
Can you imagine the pain? Because here's the thing. Lamar's becoming undeniable. I've told y'all this before. It wasn't enough for him to be good. It wasn't enough for him to be great. For him to do what he wants to do or wants to be, he has to become undeniable. 2 MVPs, like I've been telling y'all so many times on this show called TheWunderkindShow, puts him in rarefied air. Add that he takes this team to a Super Bowl also, and he puts the Super Bowl MVP on there. There's no more debates. They end about the Burrows, about the Josh Allens, about the Daks, about the Kylers, about the Herberts, about the Lawrences, about the Strouds. It ends. It's just him and Mahomes, and there's everybody else. He would be one of 10 players. One of 10 players in NFL history to win multiple MVPs. And the good thing to know about that is all the players that have done that have also won the championship. Yeah. So like I said, bro, look, if you want to lie, whatever, and act like you didn't know what was going on, you want to feign ignorance, fine, whatever. But geez. You already said, asking the question to be like, look, that was in the past. We've moved on. Hopefully you guys move on too. That's how you get away from that question. But to go there and to spew that drivel out your mouth That drivel!
Finish him, Daddy.
Expect people to believe you? All because you got a lot of zeros behind your name? That's what's wrong with the Atlanta Falcons. Listen, we all know it was collusion. We know that they wanted to suppress, the owners wanted to suppress the earning potential of these players. We already knew that. They wanted to prove that Deshaun Watson's contract was a one-off. It was an aberration, an anomaly. It wasn't the standard or the rule. And they did it at the expense of a Lamar Jackson. But to sit up there and act like that didn't happen when there's still a collusion case going on, and that this audio will probably be used in the collusion case, it just shows how out of touch these owners really are. But what do you guys think? Do you believe Mr. Arthur Blank? Huh? The owner? We didn't have enough gas space. We didn't have nothing. We were barren, and we didn't want to become barren all over even further than what we already were.
Finish him, Daddy.
But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hilarious. But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Before we go any further, I want to say a big thank you. We actually had a donation, and the donation comes from Anita Banks, saying, thank you so much for the fire content with a $20 donation. Yes!
Finish him, Daddy.
Thank you so much, Miss Anita. Thank you, Anita. No, but for real, it's so humbling. You guys, are putting into the channel. You know what we're trying to build over here. You guys are supporting it. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I know how hard it is to earn a buck, and I know inflation's killing people out here, and you guys are still supporting the channel. So thank you so much for your sacrifice. It's duly noted, and I'm thankful for it. All right, but if you have not already checked out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon, there's 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try, let me know what you think. And to show you with the Patreon, I lost in the fantasy football. I came second, so that's crazy. But yeah, I'll say the winner in the next episode. But also, if you would like to donate like Anita just did and stuff like that, bottom of the screen is a QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. Once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.